Hi everyone, Sif Alchemist here. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for your subscriptions, for your comments, for your likes. I truly appreciate your support. Today is a tarot reading, and it's a collective tarot reading, so it might not resonate with everyone, but it's gonna be a message from your past self, one of your past reincarnations. Who were you there is going to send you a message, and I'm gonna channel it. So your past self, what does it want you to know? What does it want you to change? And this past reincarnation of yours could be from either 300 years ago or 65,000 years ago. Just one version of you from the past. It has a message for you. That's what I heard from Spirit. So I'm gonna channel that message. Let's get right to it. I'm gonna use this tarot deck to do so. Sich Arron Liris. One card fell, but I'm gonna put it back and shuffle. Sores imech innalores. Kas an iklaroskin kishmerech iskaleres in mar kosoch refella kumparech. Ai sorren kis macheren sur oshkes. Macharos in keres. What does your past self want you to know? Empress Reversed. First major arcana. Reversed though. Interesting. Your past self wants you to know through this first card that came up here. Seeking success and money is not what's going to get you the things that you want. This past reincarnation of yours have reached success and money. They have reached it, and they have reached abundance, Nine of Pentacles. They have reached that. But the Empress Reversed, meaning that your past self is telling you that you trying to become the Empress, and it's a feminine divine energy speaking here. You trying to become the Empress or seek that success or that money is not gonna really get you the things that you want. It's not gonna get you to know who you are. It's an illusion. It's an illusion that is straying you away from your divine path, from your alignments. Your past self is saying, all the things that you want, these things are not gonna bring you any satisfaction. You will attain them, you might get them, you might reach them and manifest them, but they're not gonna get you that thing within you, that emptiness, that void, that thing you're looking for all the time. And you're wondering what it is. And you think it's abundance and money and building an empire, but it's not, because your past self is saying she has accomplished that and she hasn't found anything that was able to fill that void. It's a big void. The darkness within you cannot be filled with money and success. It cannot. And you can trick yourself and fool yourself for a few years, for decades even. But one day you will wake up and realize that void is bigger than ever. And it has become even bigger than before. And it has widened, and it's taken over your life. Even though you're surrounded with wealth, and you're surrounded with all the things that you could ever imagine. But that void is still empty. It's still empty. So your past self is saying, seek what's within you, that void that's within you. That's what you need to seek. That's what you need to understand. Because that void, it's always gonna grow. It never shrinks. It grows. because it's part of creation. It's part of infinity. It's part of the oneness of the universe. So as you grow older, it's going to grow older with you. It means it's going to become bigger and wider. So if you don't comprehend it, if you don't understand what that void is and why it's there, no amount of money or wealth or riches can fill that. What else does your past self want you to know? The Three of Swords. The peace, the happiness you're looking for, that peace of mind that you're always looking for, you don't have it in your life because you don't understand that everything is everything. That everything is you and you are everything. That even the cup you drink from is you. That even your electronic devices are you. Because where does everything come from? When you go to the root of where everything comes from, everything is made from, it's earth. You're also made up of earth. Don't you think you're the same thing? Just because something is super processed and looks like an inanimate object in front of you doesn't mean that it's the same as you, that it's a representation of you. You need to understand this concept. You think you are detached from the world. You think you're alone. You think you're by yourself. You think no one understands you. You think that you're all alone in this universe or multiverse, or I don't even know what it is anymore, because everyone calls it something different nowadays, and everyone believes in something different nowadays. Let's call it creation, because at the end of the day, it's funny, no one knows what it really is. No one knows if it's the universe, or if it's the multiverse, or if it's planets, or if it's rectangles, or if it's, I don't know, living on the back of a giant turtle. No one knows what it is. But you think you're all alone. But what you don't understand is everything around you is a representation of your life. Everything around you, everything. From the elements that you consume, from the things that surround you, even a fly or a bee coming your way means something. That's a representation of your life or who you are. Do you understand that there is no randomness? Your past self is saying, you have to understand that everything is there for you for a reason. And that's what you're meant to comprehend. That's what you're meant to understand in order to not be in this Three of Swords anymore. That's what you're meant to realize. That everything is connected, that everything is interconnected, that everything is vibrations in the air. So even an ant walking on your table looking for your food has a representation of something in your life. That ant on your table searching for your food is not there by mistake. So you're not all alone. You're actually connected to everything around you. Maybe it's just the fact that you don't have many friends, or many people don't understand who you are, but it doesn't mean that you're alone. Maybe you need to be alone. I'm talking physically. But what you don't see is the amount of spirits surrounding you all the time. What you don't see is the amount of events happening around you. Even if you stay in your home and you don't go anywhere, there's going to be things happening every day in your home that represent what you are and who you are. And once you understand that, you're not going to be scared of that void in your life. And then you're going to realize that it's not always about money and material things, because those things are not going to fill anything in your life. They're not going to give you anything. They're going to give you a temporary kind of happiness. And again, that happiness, as I mentioned, it can last for decades sometimes. And you think that's what life is. And one day you wake up and you're 7 years old, or you're 65, or you're 76. And then you realize, what the heck am I doing? What is this life all about? Yeah, and you're going to be old. It's going to come. One day it's going to come. Your past self wants you to study more, wants you to understand different meanings, different spiritual meanings, to study different spiritual dogmas, such as alchemy, such as the New Age, like philosophies, Hermeticism. But your past self doesn't want you to worship these things as a religion and to become like a follower of these things. Your past self just wants you to study them, because you're going to learn different bits here and there of these dogmas that are going to be very helpful for you to understand, what is this thing? What is it? It's also going to make you stronger. Another major arcana. Earlier was the Hierophant, now it's the Strength. It's going to make you stronger, because you are strong. You are powerful. But that strength is not activated. You think about life very cynically. You have this miserable approach to everything. That you're alone and no one understands you. Oh my God, and this and that. Don't you know that being alone is a blessing in disguise? Being alone is actually good. Your past self is saying, use that alone time you have to study, as I mentioned earlier, and to learn about existence. Maybe, again, as per the beginning of the reading, you being alone is for a reason, because everything is for a reason. When the universe strips you away from friends and distractions, it's for a reason. You just need to realize what that reason is. Everything is for a reason. Anywhere you are right now is not by mistake. Anywhere. Even if you're in the middle of Antarctica, wondering how you ended up there, it's not by mistake. It's for a reason. Even if you're in the middle of a jungle somewhere, or in some tiny village, and you think you're the most miserable person on the planet, it's not by mistake. It's for a reason. You're there to either learn something or to realize something. So you being alone doesn't mean that you're alone. You're not alone, but you're meant to be alone, at least for now, to learn something, to learn to become strong. Your past self, what else does it want you to know? Your past self is very wise. Oh my goodness, it is such, she's such an experienced and wise soul. I can just feel her being, she's so wonderful, wonderful, wise person. Princess of Pentacles. This is a representation of your past self. This wise, wonderful soul I was talking about, it's her. She's the Princess of Pentacles. She has learned from a lot of mistakes. She has mastered the elements. She has even though it's Pentacles, but she has, see this fire here. This is, I see it as fire. And we have the big shield or coin that's protecting her. So she learned how to protect herself from harm. She learned how to be in peace with the fire. She's holding the wand of the magician. And look, she's in her elements. Look how she's not even looking straight. She's looking away. Because it's like she understands that she has nothing to prove or nothing to lose, and all of that comes from wisdom and experience, and she has it. And it's her. That's why when I mentioned her, this card came up. She's flowy, she's gorgeous, she's fabulous, very experienced. And she wants you to become strong. She wants you to understand that life is not about building empires and becoming successful and making a lot of money. Because that's not what's going to make you understand the void within. That's not going to make you understand existence. So your past self wants you to know that. It's giving you a little reminder. Because your past self is you anyways. It is you. It's just a different version of you. So everything I said, it's within you. Maybe this reading will revive it within you. It will ignite it. Okay? And this is what I have. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Thank you very much for tuning in. I truly, truly appreciate it. And let me know in the comment section if this reading resonates or if you have any questions. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Smichren rasilarat utmekelerechsun ishmach shos kir ismach orelis noish kiskaron.